Well, ever wondered where Chicago's artists do their work? The city is full of artist studios, but most people don't have direct access to one. One local photographer is trying to change that. He might not be able to get you inside, but through his new book, you can at least get a peek.
We'll go in here.
Mark Ballogg's home is full of art, most of it locally crafted. Each piece put on display, the collection almost mimicking a museum or an art gallery.
I have a relationship with Chicago artists, and I try to collect a lot of Chicago art. And I especially like collecting people that are not fully their peak exposure. So.
Ballogg is an artist too, though it's not a title he's always been comfortable bearing throughout his 40-year career.
I've always struggled with this idea that photography is an art form, and I always felt like we're kind of second-class citizens. You know, it's not as precious as a drawing or a painting.
And as a commercial architecture photographer, he spent the bulk of his career taking photos of other people's work.
Oh, all right. And now I'm at a point where I'm semi-retired, and my focus has shifted to my own personal work. Yeah, this is my database. So I'll be 73 in April, so now is my renaissance.
The most recent act in his renaissance is his latest project to date, a photo book fit for a coffee table, documenting the words and studios of the city's artists, aptly named Making Space.
Interestingly enough, in the end, I realized that I was in the process making a space for my own practice.
Ballogg spent 6 years photographing and interviewing over 160 Chicago artists in some of their most private spaces.
So I had to narrow that down to a manageable number.
Sometimes in their homes, always in their studios, and often the two overlap anyway.
They're connected.
Like for painter Tim Anderson, along with his cats George and Frankie, who all make their home in the same space Anderson makes his art.
A lot of artists have never had people come to their studio for any reason, right? Except their friends, you know. And it's so cool to see some of these studios. God. So, and then he did it the way he wanted to do it, with no superfluous stuff from publishers. And it's just brilliant. His premise of not necessarily the artist.
That's not what he was after. It wasn't really about my work, it was about the space and how it looked.
Phyllis Brampson's studio also made it into the final edit. And like many artists in the book, her first in-person introduction to Ballogg was when he came over with his camera.
I just trusted him, you know. I felt that he was I hadn't met him before, but I just felt that it was a valid endeavor. I loved the layout, and I was very pleased. I really liked it, yeah.
My initial goal was to expose everyone to the Chicago artist community and in its diversity. And I wanted to try to represent everyone.
Jamaica Ponder, CBS News, Chicago.
Each of the artists included in the book was included to show a different facet of Chicago, not just within the art scene, but across the city as a whole.